Welcome to ECTV. I'm Jorge Bernal.
And I'm Erica Berman. This past week, campus activities had their big kickoff, which was a hit with graffiti art, free food, and raffles. Now let's see what's coming up for next week.
On Thursday at 4 p.m., visiting author Charles Coe is the winner of an Artist Fellowship in Poetry from the Massachusetts Cultural Council. He writes feature articles and book reviews that have appeared in publications such as Harvard Magazine, the Boston Phoenix, and the Boston Globe at the LSB Auditorium.
At 7 p.m., using MLA style like a pro. If you're not sure how to write or source your papers and you're worried about plagiarism, we will walk you through how to use the current MLA style. Bring any questions you have, and that will be held in the library.
At 9 p.m., 21 plus pub night until 1 a.m., $2 domestic drafts, $3 wine and import beers.
Also at 9 p.m., we have the Gull Music Thursdays that the Office of Student Activities is putting on each week. This time, it'll be our campus's own band, Mad Yonder. That will be held at the amphitheater or at the lodge if it rains.
On Friday at 8:30 a.m., MCPA presents the Business of Ethics Coffee Talk. The Massachusetts College Personnel Association invites all faculty and staff to discuss the intersection of business and ethics in higher education at the Post Center Hospitality Suite.
At 2 p.m., there is the F1 OPT info session, information sessions for the F1 international students on how and when to apply for their optional practical training employment benefit at the library in room 122.
At 9 p.m., a cappella night, Ball in the House and Echo, the Office of Student Activities is hosting a cappella night. Don't miss it at the Wax Auditorium.
And for the weekend, on Saturday at 9 a.m. is the 6th annual Walk for Literacy. The Walk for Literacy is an annual event that raises funds and awareness about Barkat's mission and programs. Barkat is dedicated to providing exemplary basic education in Afghanistan and Pakistan. Walk registration starts at 9 a.m. and the walk begins at 10 a.m. in front of the Cambridge Common. All walkers will receive breakfast and lunch and a free t-shirt.
At 12 p.m., free trip to Boston. The Office of Student Activities is offering a free trip to Boston. Sign up in the Student Activities office, but hurry because tickets will go fast.
Also at 12 p.m., Northeast Arc Family Harvest Celebration is looking for volunteers to help with games such as Parachute, the Popcorn Machine, Bouncy House, and much more. For information, please contact Lori Rawls or stop by the Community Service Office located in the lower level of the AC.
At 9 p.m., Be the DJ. This is an awesome event where you learn to be a DJ and then get on stage and perform with Tommy D. More information to come, but you won't want to miss this awesome event at the Field House.
On Sunday at 8:30 a.m. is the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is the nation's largest event. The walk is the nation's largest event to raise awareness and funds for the Alzheimer's care and support research. Registration will open at 8:30. The walk begins at 10. To sign up, also you can contact Lori Rawls or stop at her office in the lower level of AC.
At 2 p.m., Sweet Tooth, the Office of Student Activities is bringing candy bar to you at the AC Student Center.
At 4 p.m., we have the Light the Night Walk. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society hosts the Light the Night Walk, which funds treatments that are saving lives of patients today. To sign up, visit the Community Service Office.
On Monday at 7 p.m., Finding Your Voice in Academic Writing. This workshop provides students with various strategies for finding their own voice as a developing writer, as well as opportunities to play with language at the Diane Halley Library, 208.
And at 7 p.m. for seniors is the class champagne toast at the Mistlewood tent. Seniors, to kick off your year with Dr. Wiley, a champagne toast, immediately followed by a senior pub night in the pub at 9.
On Tuesday at 6:30 p.m., applying to graduate programs. Get tips on how to choose a program, resources for financing your graduate program, the application process, admission tests, and more at the Diane Halley Library.
Then at 7 p.m. is perfecting your paraphrasing and avoiding plagiarism. When should you quote? When should you paraphrase? And when should you summarize? And what's the difference? Learn how to make sources work for you and avoid plagiarism at the library in room 208.
On Wednesday at 5 p.m., resumes for internship, open to all students. This workshop is especially useful for freshmen and sophomores who are creating or updating their resume for their January internship search. They will review resumes and briefly discuss cover letters at the LSB auditorium.
And we'll send it off to Dina Cashman with entertainment.
Hey EC, welcome to Entertainment. I'm Dina Cashman. Kanye West thought it was easy as ABC when he claimed that he was better than the pop icon Michael Jackson. Talk about a big ego. Kanye West did an interview with BBC Radio 1 and gave a very big-headed quote saying, "Rap is the new rock and roll. We the rock stars, and I'm the biggest of them all. I'm the #1 rock star on the planet." Another celebrity that sparked some strange news is Rihanna. While she was on her Southeast Asia Diamonds tour, she posted a selfie of herself and her new friend, a loris. A loris is an endangered species that looks almost like a squirrel with huge eyes. I bet you would like a picture of one of these cute animals. But get this picture actually led to the arrest of who helped Rihanna take the picture. Rihanna was able to take the picture with 2 illegal handlers, and police were monitoring her Instagram account, and then conducted a raid the next day. A 16-year-old boy and a 20-year-old boy were arrested due to Rihanna's Instagram post. Television show lovers should be having a great week as show premieres keep rolling in. Some upcoming series premiere include Modern Family, The Big Bang Theory, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., American Horror Story, and much more. The fall season is kicking off and shows have won their Emmys. The finale award of the show was Outstanding Drama Series, which was, wait for it, Breaking Bad. And his name is Bond, James Bond. Bond is back thanks to author William Boyd with his new James Bond novel. Many readers will be surprised to hear that the author may have modeled his Bond character after the actor Daniel Day-Lewis, and can already see directors scribbling down ideas for the next movie with the great success of Skyfall. That's it for this week. See you next time on Entertainment.
And here's sports with Jocelyn Kane.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of ECTV Sports. After an exciting week of wins, we are back to tell you all about your favorite Gull athletes. For ECTV, I'm Jocelyn Kane. The cross-country teams were back at it with their home meet of the season at the Pop Crowell Gordon Invitational. The women's finished strong with a 4th place overall finish, just behind UNE, Georgia College, a Division II school, and Emmanuel. Junior Aaron Haynes stayed consistent, finishing 4th overall for the 2nd week in a row. Behind her were the usual 5 rounding up the bunch: Lauren Boyle, Jillian Mendez, Jocelyn Kane, and Holly Ragoli. Also, in a non-conference matchup against Coach Rad's last season team, Riviere, the women came out with a perfect score win of 15. That means that all 5, Haynes, Boyle, Mendez, Kane, and Ragoli, finished ahead of Riviere's top girl. On the men's side, they finished ahead of Riviere, Emerson, Nichols, and Nashua. Noah Mandello, a freshman from Gloucester, Mass., finished 10th with a time of 29:15 for the 8K race. Closely behind were Alex Wallaka and Mitchell Renfrew, and finishing up the pack were juniors Jim Dooley and Ian Kading. The Running Gulls are off for the next 2 weekends and will return to Westfield State on the 12th. The field hockey team started off their week getting national recognition. They were ranked number 2 from the APCA for the NCAA Division III teams from their 2012 season performances. On the playing field this week, they grabbed a 3 winning streak. They started out defeating Westfield 1-0. Then on the 21st, in an overtime win against Nichols, they pulled ahead 3-2 thanks to junior Mackenzie Hurst scoring the winning goal. And thanks to that winning goal, Hurst clinched the CCC Offensive Player of the Week. And finally traveled to Roger Williams and shut out the Hawks 7-0. They play next on Thursday at Northfield against MIT at 6 p.m. The football team this week fell short to a New Jersey Athletic Conference team, Keene State. The Gulls fell 24-17. After falling behind in the first half, 16-0, the Gulls mounted a second half comeback. Due to his efforts in the game against Keene, Andrew Hoffinger, a senior outside linebacker and captain from Sterling, Mass., took home NEFC Defensive Player of the Week. This was his first NEFC award of his career. He had a season high of 11 tackles, and the Gulls will play Curry on Friday at 7 p.m. The rugby team played the 15th best small college rugby team of the country last year. Facing Roger Williams Hawks, the Gulls fell 48-12. After valiant efforts from Tom Murray and Justin Klanka, the Gulls still put in what they could against the experienced team. The whole game was a big learning experience for the Endicott team and was the first loss for the new team. Their next game is on Friday at 7:30 at Mass Maritime. In the first game of the week, the women's soccer Gulls soared over Roger Williams 2-1 in a double overtime thriller. Sophomore Laura Wasaki stepped up, making both goals for the Gulls. Also stepping up for the Gulls was Katie Donnelly, making 6 incredible saves for the blue and green. Both Laura and Katie earned CCC honors for their 2-0 week on Monday. Laura received CCC Offensive Player of the Week and Katie CCC Defensive Player of the Week. Laura also, after her efforts at Roger Williams, earned ECAC Offensive Player of the Week. Again, in an overtime showdown, the Gulls beat the Babson Beavers 2-1. Their win improves their record to 5-3-1 and will host Wentworth in a CCC action on Saturday at noon. The men's soccer team seemed to follow suit with the women with a double overtime matchup, just falling to Roger Williams 3-2. Then again when they hosted Springfield College on Monday, falling 1-0, bringing their overall record to 4-5. Sophomore goalkeeper Austin Palooza was strong in his defensive efforts, saving 4 possible goals off the frame. The Gulls look forward to playing on Saturday, playing CCC opponent Wentworth at 3 p.m. The women's tennis team is off to a strong start this season. They are currently 7-2 with a 4-win winning streak. They started off the streak beating Gordon in the North Shore Cup 8-1 at home. Next, also in a conference matchup, they beat Western New England 9-0. Again, beating Salem State at home 8-1, and finally this past Tuesday, beating Eastern Nazarene in a perfect score of 9-0. This weekend, they play at the ITA Regional Championships both Friday and Saturday at Williams. The volleyball team started out their season 6-8. In the past week, they beat both Gordon in a conference matchup and Baste at Amherst tri-match this past weekend. Also in the Amherst match, they fell to Amherst College 3-0. This week, freshman Erica Trudon received a CCC honor for Libero of the Week. And that's it for ECTV Sports. For all your news on your favorite Gulls teams, come back next week.
That's all for this week on ECTV. I'm Erica Berman.
And I'm Jorge Bernal.